Good day, yogis, and welcome back on the mat. I'm your instructor, Matt, and this is my wife, Jody. And today I've put together a roughly 45-minute full body Yin Yoga sequence. And my wife is currently 9 months pregnant, so as most of my classes lately, they are prenatal safe. So if you want to look at modifications, just follow what Jody does if you're pregnant. Otherwise, you can just follow myself for the regular asanas. So it is said that yoga isn't a workout, but it is a work in. And today we're going to be working on diving deeply within our own mind. So I'm going to ask you to close your eyes throughout every asanas and really focus deeply inward to see what you can find and what you can resolve that might be lingering deep inside throughout today's practice. So let's first close our eyes. I always like to take a little moment, just in the seated position, to take some deep breath and calm the mind. Just lengthening the spine. Keeping your neck neutral in line with your hips and spine. And just taking some deep breath. So with every inhale, invite more calmness and peace to get into your mind. And with every exhale, allow stress and unwanted thoughts to leave your mind. So imagine that going in with positive calmness and peace, and then exhaling out stress, worries, unwanted thoughts in a circular loop. Getting ready for today's beautiful practice of Yin Yoga. One last big inhale. And on the exhale, you can open up your eyes. So for today's class, all you're going to need is 2 blocks and a bolster. And we're going to start in the seated position and in the butterfly position. So bring the sole of your feet together and keep about 1 foot from your groin area, distance with your heels. And from here, just take 1 big inhale. And on the exhale, walk your fingertips forward until you find your edge. And then hold it there. Closing your eyes and retreating inward. So your mind and your breath are linked together. So when you calm your breathing, you calm your mind. And when you calm your mind, you calm your breathing. So whenever you feel anxious or stressed in life, just remember that you have this great tool of controlling your breath. And we can slowly walk our fingertips back, raising our upper torso and coming all the way up. So for our next asana, we're going to go into half saddle. So bringing our right leg in, extending our left leg, and grabbing our bolster. We're going to place the bolster on the outside edge of our left leg. So try to open that left leg to the best that you can to your side, placing the bolster. And then we're going to take one big inhale. And on the exhale, we're just going to go onto our sides, on our elbows at first. So this is to open up the right side of the body. So you can just very slowly start to get into this, sorry. And then you can bend your left elbow and support your head with your left hand. And then raising your right arm above your head and reaching over. And we can slowly come back to the middle. Very gently bring that left leg back in and extending the right leg out. Just going to switch the bolster to the outer side of our right leg. And we're going to take one big inhale. And on the exhale, just start leaning to the right, resting on your elbow. Just settling slowly into this, opening up our left side. And when you're ready, you can bend the right elbow and support your head with your right hand. And then taking one big inhale. And on the exhale, scooping that left arm around and up and over to the right side. Deepening the stretch on your left side of the body. And we can take one big inhale, and on the exhale, release and come back to the middle very slowly. And now we're going to extend that left leg out, opening up as wide as we can for full straddle. From here, we're just going to take a deep inhale, and on the exhale, walk our fingertips forward until we find our edge. And hold it there. And we can slowly raise our torso, walk our fingertips back, wiggle our legs a little bit, We're going to bring them together right in front of us. We're going to go into forward fold, so you might want to place the bolster on top of your knees, and then maybe grab a block just to support your head. So we're going to inhale deeply, and on the exhale, start leaning forward. Let's put the bolster straight ahead to leave space for our hands, and then walk our fingertips forward. There you go. And you can slowly raise your torso, get out of this position very slowly, and place the bolster aside. So I'm going to invite you to turn onto all fours. And we're just going to go into a bit of cat and cow. So we're going to inhale, look up, push our belly button down. Exhale, push through our arms, draw the belly button in, round the spine to the most that you can. Inhale, curve up. Exhale, push. Bring the chin to the chest, round the spine, pull the belly button in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale again. And exhale. One last time. Inhale. Exhale. Push through your arms, around your spine. Push, push, push. And bring it back to the middle. And from here we're going to go into puppy pose, which is melting heart. So keeping our knees in a 90-degree angle in line with our hips, we're going to keep our butt up and just walk our hands forward very slowly, allowing our spine to curve and our forehead to come to rest to the ground. Opening up our shoulders, shoulder blades, and upper back. And we can slowly push through our arms. Come all the way back to all fours. And we're going to tuck our toes and go to downward facing dog. So with our toes tucked from here, we're going to take one big inhale. And on the exhale, bring our feet flat to the ground, raise our hips up, push through our arms, and allow our spine to curve naturally. And you can wiggle your legs from left to right, getting into this calf stretch. A few more breaths here. One big breath in and out on the exhale, coming back onto your knees. And we're going to get into seal pose. So if you're pregnant, you're going to need the bolster, and you're going to have to place it right on your hip line level so that your belly goes right in front of the bolster. And from here, you're just going to push through your arms and arc your back into seal pose. So this is one way you can do this when you're pregnant. And for the rest of us, we're just going to lower all the way to the floor and push through our arms into regular seal. And we're going to slowly lower ourselves back down, tucking our toes, pushing through our arms, coming into our knees. If you had the bolster like Jody, you can move it aside. And we're going to go into downward facing dog. So with the toes stuck, bring your feet flat onto the ground, push through your arms, and raise your hips up into the air. And And then from here, we're going to take one inhale, raise our left leg up in the air. Exhale, bring your left knee behind your left wrist. Extend the right leg. You can use your right hand to grab your left ankle and place that left shin in a 45-degree angle towards the front of your mat. So from here, we're just going to take a few breaths. And when you're ready, you can lower yourself forward, down onto your elbows. If you need some support, you can grab a block and place it underneath your left glute. Or if you want to go deeper into the position, just leave it as it is and lower yourself down. You can bring your forehead to rest on the floor. And we can slowly push through our arms. We're going to come all the way up, staying in this position, just sinking our hips forward and low, curving our spine. Just appreciating the power of this position. And then we can slowly get out of this and go back onto all fours. Taking a little moment here. And when you're ready, you can bring your right knee behind your right wrist, grabbing your right ankle with your left hand, placing your shin in what feels comfortable towards the front of your mat. Extending your left leg behind and then raising your upper body straight up in the air. Taking a few breaths. And then one big inhale. And on the exhale, you're going to lower yourself down onto your forearms. And then bringing your forehead all the way down to the ground. And then we're going to take one big inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to push right up through our arms, raising our upper body, sinking our hips slow and forward, closing your eyes, and taking a few breaths. And we can slowly get out of this position. So now we're going to go into reclined twist. So we're going to make our way onto our backs, and Jody will show you how to do that with a low ramp that she's going to set up to show you the modification. So for her, she's going to bring her butt to the base of the ramp, lying all the way down onto our back. Very slowly. And then she's going to bring both knees to 90-degree angle on the floor and cross our right ankle over her left knee. And when she's ready, she's going to lower her hips to the left side of her body, supporting our left thigh with a block, and then turning her head to the right. So for the rest of you who are gonna follow me, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take one big inhale, and on the exhale we're gonna bring both knees up onto our chest. And from here you might want to grab your right hand to place it on the external side of your left knee, and we're just gonna move everything down onto the right. So this is really good for the spine, and there's 3 ways to do it. So if you do it pretty much in a 90-degree angle like I'm doing, it's gonna lengthen your spine and work throughout the whole spine, top to bottom. If you feel like you need more of a twist in your upper back, you can bring your knees closer to your armpit and you'll feel the twist higher up. And if you want to work into your lumbar sacral area, just bring your knees a little more down and then twist. So depending on how you feel, those are the 3 modifications in the reclining twist. And then from here, we're just going to open up our arms and look to the left side of our mat. So I'm choosing to work on my low back today. And we can slowly bring our hips back to the middle, our spine back to neutral. And you can pull your knees into your chest if you were doing it like me. And if you were doing it like Jody, just wiggle your hips left to right a little bit to relax your low back. So when you're ready, we're just going to go on the other side. So for those of you who are pregnant, just do what Jody is, so just reverse what you did originally. For those of you who are doing it like me, just grab your left hand, bring it to the external side of your right knee, and then allow everything to twist onto the left side of your mat, onto the floor. And then place your hips where they need to be for you to feel the twist in the area that's desired. And then we can turn our head looking to the right in the opposite directions of our knees. And then we can take one big inhale, and on the exhale, bring back our hips to center very slowly. It might feel good once more to pull your knees onto your chest, wiggling your hips left to right to massage your low back. And this is what concludes today's full body yin session. So we're just going to finish by going into Savasana. And if you're pregnant, you're just going to lie onto your side with the bolster in between your knees for support, and one block at your head level to keep everything in line, like Jody is doing. So take some space with your legs, bring everything to neutral, palms up towards the ceiling. Allow your body to dissolve onto the floor, becoming weightless. And just noticing how much more open your body feels. Noticing how a lot of the tensions that you had earlier has disappeared. Noticing how much calmer your mind is. just really embracing the fact that you took the time to do this for you today. So I'm going to invite you to very slowly roll onto your side and come back to the seated position. So I hope you guys feel as fantastic as I do right now, and thanks for joining me onto the mat today. If you can, subscribe to my channel, share this class with your friends and family members, or even donate to my PayPal. It's very much appreciated. All the support and love you guys send our ways, we deeply appreciate it. So always remember that all the answers to your problems are usually inside of you. And there's this great quote I read the other day that was saying, your way in is actually your way out. So if you ever need some clarity in your life, spend some time meditating quietly alone and dive deeply inward, and you'll see that you'll find the answers to your questions. So hands together at the heart. I like to always take one big inhale, and on the exhale, releasing all tiny bit of remaining tensions that you might feel, and then opening your eyes. So until next time, yogis, namaste. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.